Hello everyone and welcome to Nancy Drew Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. As usual, I have never played this game before, but I'm very excited because this one sounds really interesting, so... Well, let me check the, options.
Dear Ned, remember Sally Mcdonald, the woman who took those...
Okay, that all looks fine. So, let's just get into it.
Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial.
As usual, Junior Detective.
Dear Ned, remember Sally Mcdonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy.
Ooh, spooky. Where's the phone? Oh, it's right here.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
Not the house, the woods. Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see. What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
No way. You've got me so curious, I wouldn't leave even if I could.
What do you mean?
A tree fell down behind my car just as I was driving up to the house. I'm blocked in.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it. Listen, call M's Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look. I just bought a little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
Oh wow, she's really serious about this.
Why? What on earth do you think is gonna happen?
The dogs. Those dogs. Out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling. Teeth and claws. Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
Fun. Okay then. Let me check something. Okay, sorry about that. You know how I am. I always get paranoid whether I'm actually recording or not. But I am. Yay. Check out squeaking. Mice? Yeah, I do hear little squeakings. Is this a Oh, we have a PDA. Okay. Yeah, this is like 2002, 2003, so PDAs are still a thing. Smartphones don't exist yet. Advertising their own store. Okay, I guess this is where we have notes now, so that's very helpful. Oh, and phone numbers! Oh, that's going to be very helpful. Okay.
What is that?
A very fake ghost sound. Well, it's a little late to get the dead tree cut down. Oh, a water bottle. Okay. I'm sure we'll find some use for that. Even if we just drink it. So Sally is very upset. Get the well water tested. Okay, so we shouldn't drink tap water. Oh, gloves. Oh, a lantern. Yeah. Forest trails. Oh, we're gonna have to... Oh boy. Harry, thought you could use this map to the cemetery. You'll find lots of bait along the way, especially at night. The cemetery's real hard to find. I got lost a bunch of times. Happy fishing, George. Oh man, I don't know where any of this is. I guess we'll worry about this later. So I guess they want us to go to the cemetery at some point, which is left, right, left, 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 right, left. I'll never remember that. Oh, but we kept it. Okay, that's much easier, thank you. Nancy, I'm really, really sorry, but I just can't face another night here. I'm going to my aunt's in Philadelphia. Door's open, make yourself at home. We'll call you from my car. Phone number, and please don't hate me. No, I don't hate you. Lots of bleach. I guess to clean the place up. Let's see. I like the little,
Leaves that appear on a fresh spring tree make my birth different from the other three. When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long gray night.
Okay, that's some sort of, like... That's obviously a clue to a puzzle later on. I'm guessing these... We're gonna have to input, like, 4 different animals. Like, this one sounds like a wolf. And maybe this one is... I don't know, a sheep? I have no clue. But let's explore the rest of the house before we go anywhere. There's a nice little, oven here. Vitus, Iggy, Lucy, and Xander. Are these the dogs?
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
Okay, we need some sandpaper. Somewhere. So there are some dogs running around that belong to a gangster in the 20s. I doubt they are the actual dogs.
Rotten floorboards. Watch your...
Did I already die? Okay. Sally, you really need to fix your house. Okay, I have to be careful where I walk in here because I could literally die just walking around the house. Good to know. Don't walk over here.
I need to fix this.
Yeah.
I need to fix this.
That is literal death. I'm a little scared to go upstairs now. Oh, no, I don't need to sleep. Okay, upstairs is safe. So I guess we're gonna...
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
Oh, that's good. We might have to watch out for dogs, though.
Those look too rotten.
Okay, we've got one board to fix the floor with.
I'd better wait until daylight. Something's out there.
Now look what you've done. That was a Strixvaria. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
That's some kind of owl, right? I think Strix is part of the owl family.
Who are you?
My name's Red Knot. And if you've got a volume knob, I'd appreciate your taking it down a notch before you scare away everything from here to Lancaster.
I'm Nancy Drew. What were all those noises out here just now?
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
I drove in today from River Heights to visit my friend Sally Mcdonald.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
What do you know about the woman living here?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
What do you think was scaring her?
The dogs. The dogs of Mickey Malone. Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again. People would just hear them, howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time someone tries living in the Malone house, back they come.
He's good at telling ghost stories.
Are you saying Sally's house is haunted by ghost dogs?
Every night, ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at the doors and windows. And then they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone both.
The dogs would attack her house?
It's like they don't want anybody but Malone living there. I guess they don't know he's dead. And so are they.
Did they ever attack Sally?
She never gave them the chance. After the first attack, she stopped going out at night. Just locked the doors when it got dark and sat tight until morning.
Why haven't the police investigated?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Are you a native of Moon Lake?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds. Got an observation platform just up the path, kind of my base camp, and I've got a little outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake. Don't really need it.
Are those the ghost dogs?
Yes, ma'am. Which is why I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house.
One more thing. The water in Sally's well needs to be tested. How do I do that?
Get a sampling kit from Jeff Akers. Ranger station's on the east side of the lake. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
Nice to meet you. I like this so far. I guess I should wait till morning. Oh god, that's actually scary.
This is not good.
Well, they look like actual dogs. As to whether they're ghost dogs, I can't say for sure yet. Okay, we don't have the numbers for the ranger or the Emily lady we're supposed to call.
I need a bucket.
I'll just carry the bucket with me for now.
The boat's full of water.
Oh, good thing I have a bucket. Yeah, put on my life jacket.
The spark plug is missing.
Well, that's not good.
I gotta have some torque. I gotta have some torque.
Well, I don't have any wrench or anything like that.
The spark plug is missing.
The boat needs a lot of maintenance. Hello. I guess... I don't know what that means, actually. So we can't use the boat right now. It's such a lovely day now. Well, we've met a friend. I already forgot his name. Red Knot, that's his name, right? Oh, is this where he hangs out? Up this tree?
This must be Red's observation platform.
Okay, pretty nice place. Can I not go any further past his tree? I guess not. Then we need to go the other way to find civilization. Oh, there's a creepy garden gnome.
A face only a gnome could love.
Oh, there's a key. That'll be useful somewhere. That might be useful right here.
Oh, the key broke off.
Really? Are you kidding
It's
me?
Locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. There's got to be another way to get this open.
Attack it with a screwdriver. Oh, that actually worked. Okay. Okay, hammer and nails. We can use that to help fix the... Is that a gas mask? I'm worried that we have a glove and gas mask together. Like, what kind of situation are we going to get into that requires that? I like how there was, like, idyllic meadow music a minute ago. How do we get to anywhere? I guess we go around this way? Oh, okay.
I better be careful.
Oh, these are the woods, aren't they? We don't need to go to the cemetery yet. We'll save that for later. Can I look at this barrel? No, not really.
Those look too rotten.
I don't know where to go. I haven't figured out the area just yet. Actually, can we look at this map again? Okay, that direction only leads to a stone pillar, a tree stump, and a cemetery. I guess maybe we should call Sally and tell her that we experienced the ghost dogs.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did, and I can understand why you left. They were pretty frightening. But if it's okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the bottom of whatever's going on. That's why you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife, all the pictures I was going to take. It would break my heart to have to give it up.
I need you to tell me everything you can about those dogs.
They're black and they have yellow glowing eyes and they don't like me one bit.
When's the first time you saw them?
Well, let's see. I heard them the very first night I was here. I heard them almost every night, howling in the distance, but I didn't actually see them until I'd been here about a week. After that, they started appearing pretty much every other night.
When they appeared, did they always do the same thing?
Yes, come to think of it. They always came running up to the house, barking and snarling. They'd lunge at the windows, they'd jump up on the door, they'd run around and bark some more, then they'd run off. What are you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which reinforces my theory that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone determined to scare you out of your house at Moon Lake.
Who would want to do that? My closest neighbor lives 2 miles away. My property is surrounded by the state park, but it's off-season, so hardly anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3 people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
Which 3 people?
Let's see, the park ranger, I forget his name, kind of a pain in the neck. Emily Griffin, she's the one who owns that store I told you about. And I ran into this bird watcher a couple of times. Had a funny name.
Red Knot. I've run into him too.
Other than people I may have nodded hello to while getting gas or something, I swear those are the only people I've talked to at Moon Lake.
Oh, lots of stuff to talk about. Also, Nancy is already making very good hypotheses. Yeah, a trained pack of dogs makes a lot more sense than a random group of dogs that just really hates the people in this house.
What about River Heights? Can you think of anyone there who'd want you to sell your house at Moon Lake and move back to River Heights?
You mean like an angry ex-boyfriend or something? Nope, I sure can't.
Since I'm going to be staying here a while, is there anything I should know about the place?
Well, let's see. I've got the water turned off because it's well water and it needs to be tested before I can use it for anything. In fact, if you could get that testing done for me, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and watch where you walk in the living room. Some of the floorboards are so rotten you could fall right through. And I keep hearing these faint squeaks and rustling type noises coming from below the floor. I hope you're not scared of mice.
Your outboard motorboat is missing a spark plug. Is there one around here by any chance?
I wouldn't know a spark plug if I swallowed one whole. But you need that boat, Nancy. Right now, it's your lifeline. You can't use your car, and believe me, you can't walk anywhere because all the paths around the house end in this thick, horrible brush. You've got to get it fixed. Wait a minute. The bird watcher, he's got a boat. Maybe you could borrow his spark plug or something. Go down the path that's to the right as you look out toward the lake from the house, and you'll eventually see his observation platform. Try him at night. He never seems to be around during the day.
Okay, I need to fix the boat before I can actually go anywhere. That makes sense.
I could really use some sandpaper. Do you have any stashed away somewhere?
Sure don't. Try M's Emporium. That's on the west side of the lake. And brace yourself if you haven't been there yet. The place is something else.
How well do you know the owner?
I feel like I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
How do I go about getting your water tested?
Try the ranger station on the east side of the lake. I've been told you can get some kind of kit there.
I'm curious. Why did you characterize the park ranger as a pain in the neck?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, You'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. I don't think he likes me. Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming Super Ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the Parks Department. Me, I think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Where'd all that stuff in your tool shed come from?
It's just junk left behind by previous owners. Came with the house. I've been meaning to take inventory and start pitching stuff, but I didn't. If they ever make procrastination a crime, I'm done for.
Same.
The wall hanging in the living room with a poem on it, and those dog carvings in that cabinet above the sofa. What can you tell me about them?
Aren't they cool? They came with the place. Sold the clock. Apparently, Malone had them custom made when he built the house. In fact, they're all built into the house. They're still there because you can't move them.
They're obviously a puzzle. We'll probably open up like a secret door or something.
Has the clock ever worked?
Not for me. Oh, but get this. One day, I was messing with the hands. You know, trying to get them to work. And all of a sudden, one of the 4 little doors flew open, and instead of a cuckoo, this dog popped out and barked 3 times. It's a doggy clock. That Malone, bad as he was, he sure loved those dogs.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, that was a lot of useful information. So at nighttime, we have to go talk to Mr. Red Knot. I wonder if Nancy can actually get killed by the dogs. Because I think we've confirmed that they are real dogs, and they aren't like, some sort of video projection or just hallucination. Hey, you up here? There you are.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Please, just call me Nancy.
I will if you keep your voice down. I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Really? Are they rare?
Something tells me they're gonna be with you around. You didn't come up here to chit-chat, did you?
Do you know much about outboard motors?
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
Well, you would certainly have a motive to want to drive somebody away. But you've been pretty nice so far, all things considered. I say, having talked to you twice.
Why don't you like tourists?
I came to see birds, not people. The more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
You don't happen to have any spare spark plugs lying around, do you?
What's a pretty young lady like you know about spark plugs?
Enough to know that the engine on Sally's boat is missing one, and that I'm going to be stuck here unless and until I replace it.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
But I don't want to leave you unprepared.
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
Sure. What would you like me to take pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PEPSOB. That's People for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
I know I can.
Here's everything you'll need.
Oh, thanks.
M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Cigarettes? No.
These woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. 'Cause if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore, I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
Well, that's foreshadowing. So I'm going to assume there will be a forest fire at some point. Because they wouldn't bring that up otherwise. Okay, I'm going to wait until morning to fix the... I think that's the puzzle for the poem. Because all the dogs had like different animals above their heads. Yeah, I'm going to fix the boat in the morning, because that's probably when stores will be open. Okay. Spark plug. Right?
I gotta have some torque.
Okay, how does torque work? Oh. I'm not a mechanic. Is that correct? Plus circle minus plus? Oh, did we get it? Oh. Wow, okay. Blast was caused by faulty boat engine repair. Fair enough.
Something must be very wrong with this engine.
Yeah, no duh. I don't know how boat engines work. Why would you ever think that, Nancy? I don't know what that means. Plus circle minus plus? Is that plus? Is the middle one circle? I have no idea. Oh, okay, we got it. Well, let's go to M's Emporium. Oh, nice place. I'm guessing you're M.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
I'm Nancy Drew. Sally Mcdonald said you might be able to help me.
I like helping people. Of course, I like selling them stuff even better. But keep talking.
I'm in town visiting her, you know, out at the old Malone place.
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
As it turns out, I'm there by myself. The dog scared her off.
I told her, I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing them howls bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
What can you tell me about Red Knot?
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
But it sounds like you're the one selling him that weirdo food, so why are you judging him?
It seemed to me that he was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah, well, whatever. One thing's for sure, he's gonna wind up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
Thank you. Can I
What
take-
else can I do you for?
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be Party Central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
So it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
She kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know how I feel about her right now.
There's a large tree blocking Sally's driveway. Do you know of anyone who can come out and clear it away?
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time.
I need to buy something.
You want it? I got it. Long as you pay cash, that is.
Right now, cash is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade-out?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh? Seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
I've disturbed him enough already. Would anyone else around here have some?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Guess I'll see you later.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
By legal means taped over it. This is very sketchy. Cool. Yeah, I currently live in Alabama, and Emily reminds me of some people here that I'm not overly fond of. Can I just grab stuff out of here? Is that okay?
Ew!
Oh, they're just earthworms. I used to play with earthworms all the time when I was little.
Ew!
Oh, does Nancy want to put on gloves and a gas mask first?
Ew!
No. Eh. Ah, come on. Earthworms don't even bite. Fishing Wall of Fame. That looks like they just pasted her face on top of somebody else. So do a lot of these, actually. This one looks almost real. Okay, we should go now. I think I'm going to go meet the park ranger and then we'll stop for now. Is it called Moon Lake because it's shaped like a crescent moon? Oh, nice place. Oh, I like your little skunk mascot. He's really cute. Oh, I like him a lot, actually. What's his name? Or her name, I'm not sure. Their name. Fishing is permitted with a fishing license. I'm guessing we're going to have to go fishing at some point. Because they mentioned that a few times. Birds! I like birds. Fishing regulations. Okay, that all sounds good. Look at all these cute critters.
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Acres' permission.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, there's some cool artifacts. Where is Ranger Acre? Oh yeah, poison ivy. Lovely. I'm guessing Nancy is probably sensitive to poison ivy, and that'll be a game over if I run into any. Beaver fever. Ooh. Never drink untreated water. Don't sweep an area inhabited by mice. Respirator mask and rubber gloves. Okay. We're going to need to know this. And they told me to check myself for ticks after hiking through the woods. So man, there's a lot of stuff to keep track of. Forest fires, yep. Well, that's a lot of information about how I can possibly die. Oh, hello.
Hello, can I help you?
Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally Mcdonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service. Let's see, Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
Ooh, he's kinda cute. Oh no.
That's right, only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
I saw them myself.
Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
I know that, I watch a lot of veterinarian shows, and when they need to check to see if there's, like, any ulcers or damage on the eye, they use this special dye that, like, fluoresces yellow under a black light, so that's one thing, maybe. I don't know.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Have you ever investigated the ghost dogs yourself?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Sorry, it's my nature. But would it be okay if I asked a few more?
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but I am here to serve the public.
Do you have something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Thank you.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and it's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Which is apparently rather colorful.
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
I'm not going to accuse him of anything just yet.
As an officer of the law, can you think of anyone who might want to scare Sally off her property?
The woman who owns the shop across the lake? Emily Griffin? I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure she's been dragging the lake in front of Malone's house for artifacts, which is illegal. It would be a lot easier for her to do her dirty work if nobody was living there.
Do you think it would be best if Malone's house was just torn down and forgotten?
Not necessarily. It's hard to ignore its potential as a tourist attraction. And if that's what it takes to draw more people to Moon Lake, I'm a reasonable man.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Acres.
Okay, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules, but he's not mean or anything. I can certainly see how he would rub somebody the wrong way, though. So am I allowed to look at this?
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Acres' permission.
I guess not. Ooh, fascinating factoids. Oh, there's a lot to read here. Maybe I should look at this later, because I think this video's been going on for a while now. So, I think I'm going to end it here then, as we stare at this lovely anthropomorphic skunk. We've arrived at the lake, and we were immediately attacked by ghost dogs. Probably not ghosts, but there are dogs attacking the house. And Nancy thinks that maybe somebody trained them to do that to scare off whoever lives in the house. And we've got 3 people already. There's Red Knot, the bird watcher. There's Emily Griffin, is that her name? The store owner who's been getting artifacts from the lake illegally. And the park ranger. Jake Akers, right? I think so. Yeah, I'm bad with names. It'll take me a little while to get all of them. But yeah, too early to determine a suspect. All 3 of them have reasons why they would want Sally to leave. So I guess we'll just have to do some more investigating and also fix those floorboards so I don't die again. So, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye!